Hi guys, so I was finally able to achieve this artsy clouds makeup look, and it took me 2 tries, but I was able to film the successful one. So here it is. Here's my process video and tutorial, and I hope you enjoy it. So to start off this look, I used a foundation that I can trust that is lightweight and has good coverage because I'm going to be layering powders on top of creams on top of powders. I didn't want to go too heavy on concealer. I just covered the parts that needed brightening and lightening. Yeah, I didn't pack it on too thick, and I just blended it out with a brush for better coverage. For contour, I'm using Caroline's contour stick, and here I use my method of brushing some product onto an angled brush so that I can layer it and blend it easily. If you aren't yet, please like and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notifications. I contoured my cheekbones, the sides of my forehead, and the bridge of my nose just for some shape. And now I'm setting it with my Nichido loose powder in Creamy Glow. I'm just setting it lightly all over. I'm not going to bake because I think that would layer on too much product. Now I'm using my brow pomade from Self Beauty in Brianna. This is my go-to brow pomade for bold and defined brows, especially with artsy makeup looks like this. And I'm just adding extra dimension with my brow soap from Good Brow PH. Cleaning the underside with some concealer since this look is eye makeup heavy and I wanted a clean base. Now I'm going in with the Filipinta Sorbetes palette. I'm taking the pink shade and I'm buffing that into the outer corner of my eye and into the crease so that it blends very well. I'm also putting some under my eye and the lower lash line. Now I'm taking the purple shade and I'm buffing that to deepen the outer corner of my eye and to make the color more saturated and pretty. I'm just building that up slowly until I like the shade that I get. Now I'm using the brown shade to deepen my outer V. It looks kind of cool toned compared to the rest of the pink and purple, so I just build that up on my outer corner for some depth. And I'm blending it upward into a cat eye. Now I'm just cleaning the powder from under my eyes so that I can put my pink cream products. Now I'm starting it off with Colourette Color Tint in Nia. This is a nice peachy bright pink, and when I use a brush it doesn't blend out completely, which is fine because we're going for patches and not a completely blended out look. If I want a more sheer coverage, then I use my fingers, so I'm switching it up so that it's not uniform and it looks natural for a sky. Now I'm using the Happy Skin Lip and Cheek Mousse in Laugh Always. This is a deeper pink and I'm doing the same thing. It's not neat because I don't need it to be perfectly blended out. It looks a bit patchy because I want it to look like clouds, like scattered light in clouds. And I'm putting some on the bridge of my nose. And now this is an unbranded face paint pot that is from National Bookstore. I actually don't remember how much it was or when I got it. I think I borrowed it from a friend, but I'm using the white shade to carefully layer on the clouds with a flat shader brush. Now this took a lot of time. I had to be really patient with it. The trick is to outline the upper part so that you get harsh lines and edges, and then you blend out the bottom part into the pink so that it kind of fades smoothly into the pink sky. And what you can do to make it interesting is you layer several clouds on top of each other so that they don't quite meet into one cloud, but you see some pinkness between them. and it looks like it's one cloud in front of another. Now I wanted to make the clouds interesting, so I put some on my lower cheek and on the bridge of my nose and on my chin, and later on under my nose and upwards towards my cheekbone. I didn't put any on my forehead because I knew my bangs would be covering it anyway. And you can also just lay down the shapes at first and then touch it up afterwards with more saturation, more opacity with the white. It stands out more, especially for the pictures. Now I'm using the white highlight shade of the Sorbetes palette to make the edges of the clouds shimmer a little bit. It's just a very subtle touch, and now I'm adding that white shade on the inner corner of my eyeshadow to tie it all together. Now I'm using the Bilena Matic eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner for tight lining, so I'm just tight lining that part of my hooded eyes to make a more dramatic effect, and I'm smudging it out with a smudger on the other end and bringing that to my lower lash line. Now this Shawill Sleak eyeliner pen is very good for that dramatic cat eye, so I just did that. I just made the wing and then connected it to the rest of my eye. And I'm just finishing it up with some mascara. Now I'm putting on lashes here. This was my first time applying lashes successfully, and I'm happy with how it turned out, even though I only applied on the outer parts. I'm lightening up the inner corner of my eye with that white eyeshadow and putting that on my nose bridge and the tip of my nose as a highlighter, and under my arch, and even a bit on my cheekbones. I'm using the same Happy Skin lip and cheek mousse to just tint my lips. It's very saturated, so I only need very little. And I'm topping that with the Filipinta Maria Makiling lip gloss to add some interest. It's a very, very beautiful lip gloss. I highly recommend it. And that's actually it, guys. That's how I finished off the look. So you can do this with any other color aside from pink. People have done it with blue or orange or red, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!